Hello guys, this is Vysh. So today's important articles. Like yesterday I told you in a space docking mission, when it came in a small article, I told you more articles will come regarding the mission PSLV C60. So about that we'll discuss. Then the Hindenburg company in USA, you would have seen that it is shut down. So about that we'll see. And yesterday we saw that Israel and Gaza had a ceasefire deal, and today again we are seeing morning, like within few hours, Israel has again bombed, or airstrike has happened in Gaza. So we'll see why that happened. Then the 70th anniversary of many of the events, okay, like platinum jubilee kind of thing, of many nuclear related events have happened now in 2025. So that related a small article has come. Then India-EU relationship and some of the treaties between them, about that we'll discuss. And then a third launch pad. Okay, the cabinet has approved more than, I think, 3,000 crore or something has been allotted for that. So these are all important things taken from multiple newspapers and multiple sources. And like this, we are going to teach every day, and this in the PDF format also, in detailed notes format. Okay, detailed notes like a mains answer format we are giving daily basis. So for the next 500 days, this initiative is there. And for 2026 aspirants, it's better you enroll to these PDFs. Samples of 6 days, I'll give it for free. And then this video plus that PDF, if you do daily, you are going to learn 5,000 plus topics by the prelims 2026. Okay, and then if you have joined my test series also, which is like for 25 and 26 both are there, then your studies will be complete. Okay, you will be ready for prelims, mains and interview. So make sure that you enroll to the test series and also to the daily notes PDF which we are discussing here. Okay, the samples here also I can show you, like these are samples from previous days, from January 6 to 11, different articles. We have broke it down for UPSC standards. Okay, it's not the newspaper article or newspaper cutting. Based on the news which came, we have prepared the notes from various sources. Okay, so you can come and ask in WhatsApp, then I'll give you like the samples like this, the PDFs itself I'll give you for January 6 to 11, and based on that, see, the feedback from students are excellent across India, from almost every state. Every day 10 to 12 students are enrolling because they understand the value of 5,000 plus topics PDF compilation like on a daily basis. Okay, so we'll discuss today's articles. Like, why did Hindenburg shut down? Okay, you would have seen that this company, or this you can tell US based short seller, they were going on targeting Adani group, and the Adani, even the stocks, shares, everything went down drastically. Even now investigation is going on. So now actually one of the happiest person in India will be him only, because this company is shutting down. Okay, because in 2 days time Trump is going to be officially becoming the president there, and after that Trump is anyway going to shut down all these kind of fraud institutions who as per agenda or as per the funding they get from different people of the liberal left-wing people, they will target countries wherever nationalism or right-wing is there. Okay, that it's not like only India is being attacked. This particular research body, which they call, have been targeting companies across the globe, and Adani is the one who faced the problem in India. Okay, so now they are telling that we are ourselves disbanding, we are now shutting down because we have already completed all our targets, or it's like too much intense workload is there. So because of the reason, we are shutting down. That's what they have told. But the real reason, anybody with common sense can understand. When Trump comes, they'll have to face consequences. So they are just shutting down 2 days before that. Okay, so now Jan 2023, this first accusation came to Adani Group, telling that they are manipulating the stock, they are doing accounting fraud to avoid paying taxes in the offshore destinations. So like that, many things came, and this led to the erosion, significant erosion of the Adani Group's market value, and it was a very very drastic downfall for Adani. Okay, Adani Group has denied all allegations, and they had come back stronger. And now again today, if you see after this news, the share, everything has gone up again for Adani Group. Okay, so obviously in India, who will be sad now? The Congress party and the oppositions, who have been happy celebrating this, they will be getting irritated. So they called press conference and told like we don't believe that just because Hindenburg closed, we are not going to let free like Adani to go away. We will continue to have JPC, that is Joint Parliament Committee investigation. And the Congress highlighted that these reports, whatever is there, is like telling clearly that the central government or our Indian foreign policy is always tweaked to benefit Adani. So we have to do investigation, like why are you pressurizing other business competitions and only building monopoly of Adani, this kind of things. Okay, like even like the central government is controlling SEBI and RBI and all these things, this kind of things. This is all Congress party's accusations. Okay, internationally also there are like reports telling that like the US Department of Justice told that something Adani was favored to get the contracts of solar project. Some Swiss-based prosecutors have told that Adani's some accounts are suspicious. So like this, across the globe, things were noted. It's not about only Adani, but now we are discussing about Adani, okay, because he is the only Indian, and that's why we are concerned. But across the globe, various business people have faced issues because of this Hindenburg's acquisitions and reports. And so now Congress is calling for accountability. They want this to be exposed. They want the investigation to continue in the same pace, because they feel that the government is prioritizing corporate interest over the welfare of the people. Okay, that is what these are all, again I'm telling, Congress version of dialogues. Okay, so we have to have transparency, we have to strengthen our institution, we have to prevent monopolistic practices. These are all good points only. So this is the overall article about the Hindenburg thing, and we'll see in the coming days like whether they come back or anything will happen. Now, as I told, the nuclear related many things had happened in the 1945, 1955 and all. So when you calculate till 2025, it's like 70 years completion, 80 years completion and all. So it's like a platinum jubilee. So that is why one article about such events which happened in the 45 and 55 is being described here. Okay, so first, I'll tell you for a prelims thing, like which are the nuclear countries in the world. Okay, nuclear officially and non-officially. These are the nuclear powers who has nuclear bombs technology. Okay, if you see 5,800 units they have here, 6,000 units is there, 320. These are all just approximate, because nobody is actually going to reveal actual count of how many they have. Okay, so including like North Korea and Israel and all is not even confirmed. They did not officially ever tell that we have a nuclear bomb, but it's sure that Israel will have nuclear technology. Okay, because they are far ahead of most of the countries when it comes to technology. Okay, and these are the years in which we tested. Like India, you know, the Smiling Buddha operation 1 was there 1974, 1998 we again had during Vajpayee's time. That is the same time Pakistan also tested, China also tested much before that. So like this, all these basic things. Okay, like these are all NPT members. Okay, India is not a member of NPT, Non-Proliferation Treaty. So that and all I'll again do when we do static videos or in my test series and all. These are detailedly covered. Okay, with revision charts we have covered it. So like this is the basic chart I wanted to show you first, so that you get an idea. Now the newspaper discussions and all is around this 80th anniversary of the first nuclear test, 70th anniversary of the Russell-Einstein manifesto, 70th anniversary of the Avadi resolution which happened in India. All these has something to do with the nuclear power or nuclear test. Okay, so now the authors are telling that we should use this as a call to action, that from these many years we are trying to end nuclear power and nuclear bombs and all, but still it is there. Okay, and again other events like unpredictable disasters happen in our world, like 2004 December we had the tsunami, 2024 December now we have the Los Angeles fire, but these two are like unpredictable and we can't do anything about it. But this one, okay, which we are doing, this nuclear threat, it is totally man-made and is totally preventable. Okay, because it can completely wipe out life from Earth in seconds. So you have to take action and completely ban these nuclear weapons. Okay, so different milestone, as I told, the first nuclear test 1945, which is also called the Trinity Project or the Manhattan Project, because Manhattan is the place where it was tested in New Mexico, which is again in USA. So in this they were witnessing that thing. Okay, this scientist and people all were present there. Okay, and you know, in 1945 only, August 6th and August 9th, we had the Hiroshima bomb blast, nuclear blast, and the Nagasaki blast. That's the only time when a major war happened and a major nuclear weapon was used. Okay, killing almost 150,000 people instantly, and now generation after generation the effects of the nuclear radiation is still there. Okay, you know, Oppenheimer, the movie also came this time, a lot of Oscars and all it got. So he even quoted Bhagavad Gita and told, like, I have become death, okay, the destroyer of the world, after the nuclear atom bomb was invented or tested. Okay, then there is this Russell and Einstein. These two people, they had a manifesto, they had a warning which they already gave about nuclear dangers, that we have to disarm them, because remember your humanity and forget the rest, because this is a very big threat to humankind. Okay, so we have had a lot of success also, because United Nations and many other bodies, like as I told, NPT, and many treaties were signed, because of which 60,000 warhead which was there nuclear based has now reduced to around 12,000 in 2024. Okay, the list I already showed you, separate country wise I showed you. So this things and all, when political tensions are there, like USA, Korea and all, they keep challenging each other that if you do something I will use nuclear weapon. Other than India, everybody takes it very lightly. Okay, so that is is why the nuclear weapons and all these things has to be stopped. India has been trying since 1955. You see, Congress party at that time had a session, Avadi session, where they declared atomic and hydrogen bomb is a menace or a trouble, and it has to be like totally prohibited. Okay, so after that also Rajiv Gandhi's action plan was there. If you see 1988, where they told we should have a nuclear weapon free and non-violent kind of world. Currently 2025, I told you there are around 12,100 nuclear warhead among 9 states including India. So the risk is still high. Okay, so global nuclear tensions, you know that Russia keeps revising their nuclear doctrine. NATO sometimes behaves irresponsibly, and the many other non-state actors are there. Many like terrorist groups are there. Cyber AI technologies have come. So if anybody misuse the nuclear weapon or nuclear energy, it will be a major disaster in the world. Okay, so now there is absence of visionary leadership also. That time there were like strong people, when they tell, the entire world will listen. But now you cannot like suppose just our Indian Prime Minister tell, or maybe Russia's Putin tell. It's not like world is not going to take it seriously. They will just only, if they favor that country, they will listen to it, else it is not correct. Okay, so like this, whenever news articles we discuss, right, if there are prelims fact in that, we compile it in the prelims test PDF. Okay, so current affair test PDF is there, subject test PDF is there, history, geography and all. So if you want to enroll to that, you have to enroll to my test series full subjects, or you can enroll current affair separately. Okay, current affair test series for 25, these two options are there, either 12 months you buy or 17 months you buy. And 2026 we have either 24 months you buy or 29 months you buy. And these things will have like one PDF of question PDF, one PDF of answer PDF, and each will have 100 questions with 4 options, detailed explanation, and even the newspaper link. Okay, because you have to read the original newspaper if you have any doubt. We will just break down that into UPSC format in the question answer, but we will give you the news link also for extra reading. So this is the test PDF concept. Okay, this has nothing to do with the daily notes PDF which we are discussing here. This is question answer format for you to practice for prelims. Okay, but the notes is for prelims, mains, interview and all stages. So now going back to today's discussion, PSLV C60 mission, which is also it has a lot of payload. In that one was the SpadeX mission, okay, which we discussed yesterday, but again we'll tell about that today, like the docking mission. Okay, docking is just like suppose there is one satellite in the space already. Now we want to send another satellite, because after like few days or few years and all, the fuel will get over, the power supply problem will come. That time we'll send another later. Okay, we'll send another satellite in another rocket, and then this will keep moving towards this one, and finally this will two be attached together. Okay, it will be attached together as one single piece. Okay, that is the docking thing. So when you do that, then this can share the energy, this can share the fuel, everything it can do, and then you can make like bigger piece. Meaning, instead of sending, suppose you want to make a complete space station there in space, so instead of sending the big piece, you can break it down into 5 pieces and then send it like 5 times, 5 separately, 5 small, because that will save our lot of fuel instead of sending, or like this much bulk load we cannot carry with our rockets. So that is the method, or that is the benefit of having docking system, which India has now achieved after USA, Russia and China. India is the 4th country to have the docking successfully done. Okay, so that was already January 16th. We have successfully done it. We have been trying since long time. You can call it the last space mission of 2024, because December 30 we launched it under this mission, PSLV C60, in which, as I told, many things were launched in that. One of that was the space SpadeX one, and January 7th some issue it faced. January 12 again some issue it faced, but January 16 it got successful, and that is why yesterday's articles I have already discussed this. Okay, so now this docking can help us build larger structures. It can help in future missions like our Chandrayaan and other like anything. Okay, like suppose there is a thing which went to moon and it is collected the samples, but it's not able to return back. So we will send another unit now, which will now go and attach to this, and then together it will take that other unit and come back to Earth. Okay, so that way it can be used for many things. Now in this PSLV C60, I told you, other than this mission, many other small scientific devices were also carried, which was made by private companies. This growing some plant in the space, that also was tested using the same mission. So under the same mission, India is doing lot of launches. Okay, and India has planned for this Bharatiya Antariksh Station, that is India's own space station, which by 2028 or something they are trying, at least before this decade, and they want to do it. So for that, docking technology will be useful. Now you know the new chairman also took power recently. He is from Kerala, and ISRO needs to clearly explain the purpose of all the project and compare and all. So that full list will come, because now this technology is successful. We can do many missions like our Chandrayaan 4, sending humans to Mars, or mining asteroids, Then again, going to moon also, human mission, that also is like by 2040 we have a plan. So all these things in reduced cost we can do, okay, because as I told, smaller parts can be sent separately and later assembled in the space itself using this technology. Okay, it can be used for satellite repair, it can be used for refueling, everything at a cheaper price now we can do. Okay, and globally also, along with NASA, ESA and all, India is also joining, or India can compete with them in big missions, because now we also have the technology. We can also collaborate with them, telling that we have the technology, we can do it like at a cheaper price for you. So this is the overall PSLV C60 mission, under which the SpaceX mission was there and docking technology was demonstrated. Okay, now the next article, Gaza airstrike. Already yesterday we saw that a peace agreement by Qatar mediating it, Qatar, USA, Egypt and all, they mediating it. They had agreed that now we will stop the war for 6 weeks, there will be no firing and everything. But there was a small line in that it is starting or effective on Sunday only. Okay, like today is Friday, from Sunday only that will get affected. And between that, Israel Prime Minister, he was not satisfied with how the Gaza is taking, because they are not agreeing to all the clauses of that peace deal. Okay, like return the hostages, stop the complete war, or stop fighting for Jerusalem. Many things will be written there. So Gaza is not following everything. So that is the reason that Netanyahu told that we don't trust them, and that is why this last minute arguments and all we can't do, and so we are again continuing the war, or we are bombing it. But again, today what I heard is, it will come in tomorrow's newspaper, today by evening time, it was said that Netanyahu's cabinet has kind of again agreed that we will stop bombing and we will sign the deal. So by tomorrow morning, our time, when the newspaper comes, hopefully the final peace deal, which is actually taking effect, may be announced. Okay, because here as of now it's like taking effect on Sunday. Qatar and US and even Egypt was involved, in which the main thing was like exchange of the Israeli hostages, which in October 7, 2023 the Gaza people took from Israel, and in exchange of that, Israel people will give back the prisoners of war of Palestine, that will be returned, and there should be a permanent end to the war. These are all some of the clauses of the treaty, okay, the ceasefire deal. So we'll see like what happens tomorrow, but this is what happened today, okay, as per the like accusing each other and all. So airstrike happened, 75 people killed, hundreds of people injured, and Hamas is again warning about hostages, that if you continue to do like this, then see this one term you can study, this Ezzedine al-Qassam brigades. Okay, this is the military wing of Hamas, okay, in case a prelims question comes on this. So Hamas emphasized that any aggression could lead to tragedy, so don't keep attacking, we will also strike back. That way it's like still warning is going on. Okay, historically if you take, like as I told, since October 7, 2023 more than 46,000 people died, many people displaced, most of the properties and you can tell the hospitals, schools, everything is destroyed. And now as I told, the deal is made just one day before the inauguration of US President Donald Trump, and Netanyahu has thanked both of them, Joe Biden and the new Trump, that thank you for their support and making the final details of the deal and all, they have thanked. Okay, so we will see, like hopefully Netanyahu will end the war and we will not see any more airstrikes and all from tomorrow. Okay, now the next article, as I told, the cabinet has approved the third launch pad. Okay, to launch every of our rocket and all, we need a launch pad. So that is in Sriharikota. So there one more launch pad has been approved at a fund of 3,984 crore. Okay, it's a minimum fund, more than this will be there, and within 4 years by 2029 and all, this will be ready. So there we can launch even heavier rockets, which we have our GSLV Mark 3. Okay, these are all static things. You should go and study what is GSLV, what is PSLV. Okay, or if you enroll to my test series, we have science test PDF, 5 science test PDF are there, 500 MCQs, in with which pictures I have explained all this. We even have free video series on YouTube. There will be 5-10 videos where we explained each rocket and each type and all. So try to make use of it. Okay, if you are not aware of all these things, then you are maybe, I don't know from which source you are studying. Okay, you have to follow Vysh IAS videos and test and materials. You will surely pass the exam. Okay, so now this has been approved at the Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. The Union Minister of Information has also declared it officially. And the time, as I told, by early 2029 we are targeting to complete it, and there the next generation launch vehicles and all, which we are expecting to by 2031, we will have the even powerful rockets and all that will be launchable from this new launch pad. So we are targeting, like together itself we are making our big rockets also, and together we are making the launch pad also, so it can be used efficiently. Okay, so this will improve ISRO's ability to handle a more frequent and more complex launches and all. And as I told, our first human space flight by 2026, that time also we can use these launch pads. Okay, So now detailing of that, if you see, like it's capable of doing these type of launches, like there's new generation one, the launch vehicle Mark 3 LMV3. It's like that we can use it for all these things. Okay, so there will be an establishment of second vehicle assembly building also, and these things, whatever we are doing, it will enhance ISRO's capability so much that in the global space, India will be having that respect and the position that everyone will want to work with ISRO. Okay, it is going to boost the nation's presence in the market, the global space market, and it is going to increase all our exploration capabilities. Okay, whether it is to Mars or space or whatever. So whenever people ask like about our test series, like is it going to help me, you have to go and watch this Vysh versus UPSC video. Okay, YouTube, simply go and type Vysh versus UPSC and put the year 24, 23, 22. That time UPSC question versus Vysh IAS question, I have shown a comparison video. Okay, so after you are convinced, then you have to come and join our 141 days timetable for 2025, or you have to join the 500-day timetable for 2026. All these will give you hundreds of test PDFs, which has each test having 100 questions with detailed solutions. Okay, so simply if you study, there is a timetable also. Each day when I tell you like this day study this day study this, if you do from home alone without going for any coaching, you will be able to clear this exam. Okay, so this is the summary of the 500-day timetable, where each date what you have to do I have explained in different tab. You just have to enroll it on the day when you will get the Excel sheet. Okay, so the next article is about India and Europe relation. Okay, so here this year 24 was very important because more than 100 countries had their elections. Okay, out of our 200 countries in the world, 100 countries had one form of the other, state elections or central election or some kind of election was there, including like Bangladesh, Brazil, India, Indonesia, USA, and even European Union had their parliament elections there. So that is why a very big global democratic year it is, and that many power changes, everything happened. So now India-EU relation, will it have any change? Because for years, for 17 years, we are hearing that there is a free trade agreement being discussed, but it was never finalized. It was never finalized. The structure was never designed because both are fighting with each other. Okay, India and EU, historically, they both are ambitious. They both have their own thing. In Russia conflict also, India is taking Russia's side. Europe is against Russia. So this India's neutrality and all, they don't like it. Okay, and India keeps telling Europe as like double standard. You would have heard S. Shankar speaking, because this Europe is again a kind of, you can tell, foolish kind of strategy. They will tell we boycott Russia. We will not take oil from Russia, but India will take from Russia, and India will take that and refine it and then sell it to Europe. That time this Europe will buy it. Meaning the same thing from Russia they won't buy directly, but when India buys it and refines it, this Europe will buy it again. So ultimately they are getting Russian oil only. So this kind of double standards which they do, India keeps pointing. Okay, so India's position, in global politics and all, they are like very big democratic body and all. And this problem which is there within the democratic countries like USA, whether the autocratic, between the autocratic bodies like Russia and China, India has to choose sides. Okay, India, democratically, if you see, we are closer to Europe and USA. But natural partners is who? Natural meaning whenever a war happens or whenever we need, it is Russia who comes for our help. And China is the one which we are sharing border. So both ways, India has to, like, it's very difficult to take a side or take any particular, go and join a particular bloc and all. It's very, very difficult. So India and EU, both democratically, because they are ideal, they should recognize the Russia-China partnership as a threat to the global democracy. Okay, because Russia is also like a communist country, autocratic. China is also kind of that country. So when they come close, it can be a threat to the democratic ideology. Okay, democracy is not something which Russia and China appreciates. Okay, so you should reduce the reliance on Chinese raw materials. You should, like India should consider Europe as a trusted partner rather than Russia. These are the kind of things which author is suggesting. Okay, so EU should emulate the strong US-India defense partnership, like we know Quad is there and many places are there where Indo-Pacific collaboration is there. So European Union should try to copy that and try to promote more and more investment in the Indian defense and other things and all, and try to replace Russia. Okay, because now Russia is giving almost everything to India. So Europe should try to come and take that space. So there is something called this Trade and Technology Council, TTC, which was modeled based on the same thing like what EU and the US had a relationship. Same thing they're trying with India. So like this, EU should try to have more models. Okay, because we know India and USA together has something called the Critical Emerging Technology, ICET. So based on that, we should take lessons. European Union should take lessons and try to collaborate with India. Okay. So China, they are leading in almost every kind of technology, anything AI or anything defense, everywhere China is number one. Okay, so these people, EU, India, USA, they should collaborate together so that they also grow in quantum computing, in AI, in biotech, all these things. Only then China and Russia can be countered, because ultimately it will be economically beneficial for both the partners, because India is already going to become the world's third largest GDP country by now. Okay, because already we know in the last 10 years under this government we have beat UK, France, and now we are like going like very close to Japan, and after that it's above us. Who is there? It's like USA and China is there majorly. So India will become the third largest country in GDP. Okay, and it will grow again, because every state, every chief minister of our country is working for their state, and so our democracy and GDP is going to grow. So in that time, if Europe correctly invests in India, the Europe-India tie-up can grow in trade, in defense, in technology, and this successful partnership can, if approached properly, collectively we can achieve all the goals which both of the countries want, okay, along with the USA. So these were the articles for today. And I know many people have doubts like how to enroll, what is the thing you should join, you're confused whether you should give 25 attempt or not. All these things, just call me. Okay, to book a call, again WhatsApp in this number, and these prices and all, it's not the price now. We will give you discount on all this. You can tell me like you want to talk me 15 minutes, 30 minutes and all, and then we will have a call and then try to help you. Okay, because now 2025 has just begun. Make sure that this year you don't waste. Okay, most of you would have wasted 2024. 2025, use the things which are there. Use the things which you feel is beneficial. If the teacher is good, if the mentor is good, if their materials are good, everything is good, means then why are you delaying? Take action. Okay, only those who take action will clear. Others will simply time pass on like this, like in YouTube or in Facebook and Instagram, yellow notes, pink notes, whatever things is in the market, you simply keep scrolling. You never take action, and that is why you are not passing. Be that student who will next year send me this message that, sir, I have cleared prelims, I have cleared mains, I have got all India rank. This thing you should have, that vision. If you don't have now, you are never going to make it. So join, take action, and I hope all the serious aspirants are enrolled to my daily PDF notes. Okay, because the new initiative I started this January, because I want you to get the best content. Okay, it will help you in all stages of exam. So kindly message me, kindly WhatsApp me, subscribe to a newspaper, read it yourself, do my daily PDFs. Every foundation video I give you, watch it, you will clear. Okay, so I'll wind up this video. Thank you.